Okay, so I'm back. So I've read through, and now what I've done is I have jogged my memory as much as I could of the key things that I felt like were in the article. So if I go back to the checklist, um, oh, yeah, I skipped. I should have created my reference first. So, and the reason we create the reference first is that we don't forget. So you can do it anywhere you want, but I put it on the list here so that you wouldn't forget. So, and then you read the resource multiple times, read it again, close it, put it to the side. So I did all of that. And then I jumped over here. So write down words and phrases you remember, and then think of these notes to jog your memory. If you were going to share facts from the resource with a relative. So this would be like I was going to go and talk to my young adult children and be like, hey, I just read this article about the consumption of energy drinks with adolescents with ADHD, and I wanted to share with you some of the highlights. So here are the items that I remembered or that I recollect from reading through that article. Should I have more? Yes, but I'm trying to make a pretty fast example for you. So these were my key points. So going back to my checklist, I want to label my notes with a keyword or phrase from the resource. So like when I'm saving my notes, I'm going to do energy drinks and ADHD. Right. So if I was doing this on note cards or a piece of paper, that's what I would also put up at the top. Going back, I'm going to open a new document. And then listen, if you hear nothing else I say, let me say this to save you headaches like you will not believe. Do not go look at the original source as you write this paraphrase. Don't do it. It's going to be too easy to use the author's words and get yourself in a world of hurt. And for the love, please do not go. I did not know such things existed as a Quillbot paraphrasing tool and a Grammarly paraphrasing tool. Don't use those. That's plagiarism. That's generative AI. No, no. Don't do it. Just I know it's tempting. I know life is like crazy and stressful and busy, and it's like, oh, I can have this tool write this for me and save me all this time. That's awesome. It's also not going to be awesome when your instructor says, nay, nay, because this got flagged. And so now you have to redo it. So let's just do it right the first time. Do it right the first time. Okay. So, next thing, we're going to use our notes to write a summary. So, I'm going to use this right here. And then I'm also going to open a new one. And then I'm going to put them next to each other here in just a second. And I am going to start with paraphrase of the article. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the title. And then, actually, I'm not, because I don't want to go back and look. I don't want to go back and look. I'm going to get that in a minute. So, and then here, I'm going to just start with the purpose of this text is to provide a paraphrase of the article, blah, 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 written by blah, 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 blah. In the article, the authors reported on their research based on the consumption of energy drinks by adolescents diagnosed with ADHD, as well as their parents. Okay, so This is what I'm remembering. This is what I'm remembering. I'm not going back. So now I'm going to look at my notes, and I'm not going to copy and paste. Why? Because that gets flagged, and we don't want to be flagged. We want to use our typing skills, even if they are horrible. Okay, so I'm going to go finish typing this, and then I'm going to be back. Meh.